Hello everybody, it's Anna here today with another Welsh history lesson, but also a bit of a Welsh language lesson. But we're here at BRYN EURYN, which is a limestone hill in Rhos on Sea, designated a site of special scientific interest. Now, its summit, where we are heading, is 131 metres above sea level, and we're here to look at a 6th century hill fort, as we can see there in the picture. So come along and join us. You're very welcome. So in the picture, you can see what are the remains of a 6th century hill fort, and the fort was excavated in 1997 by the Gwynedd Archaeology Trust, which revealed that a massive wall formed of locally quarried limestone, believed to have been 3 metres high and fronted by 11 foot of rubble, surrounded this fort. And the excavators actually connected the fort to the 6th century king Rhos on the basis that the writer of the same century, Gildas, links it to him and refers to it as the Bear's Den, Dinneth in Old Welsh, the name of the surrounding area to this day. Now, you've just seen Alf go looking. We took a long time trying to find this old hill fort because there wasn't any clear signs from the direction that we came in, but we are at the very top, and it was quite high and it was a very windy day. So anyway, let's just look here now and let me teach you a bit of Welsh while Alf's looking for the fort. Grass in Welsh is glaswellt. Sky is awyr. Path is llwybr. It's very high up here. Over there to the left you'll find the sea, and down to the right is Rhos on Sea. Anyway, we'll leave that there just for a minute and I'll bring you back. Now, I'm going to start telling you about the fort, even though we're not actually there at the moment. I'm just going to show you the route that we took in order to get to the fort, but I'm going to tell you all about it now. The hill has 2 lines of defences, and around the rocky summit near the fort, a small area about 35 metres square was defended by a large stone wall, and the lower top of the hill is a larger, fairly flat area of about, I don't know, but it's got natural sheer cliffs on the south and east sides, with a bank rampart defence was built around the other 2 sides. Within the summit walled area apparently are traces of structures, but too heavily eroded by trampling to be understandable. But on the lower plateau is possibly there was a roundhouse and 2 long rectangular pillow mounds. I can't speak English sometimes. Anyway, the latter are typical of those built for medieval rabbit farming. The layout of the fort, with a small, strongly defended inner area and a larger, more lightly defended outer area, has been compared to the layout of a medieval castle with motte and bailey. And there we are, look, there we are at the hill fort. Now, the excavations that were carried out in 97 showed, look at it, it's fascinating really to imagine all what went on here at the location of the hill fort from the 6th century. But anyway, the excavations that were carried out here in 1997 showed the inner wall to have had a rubble core with quarried stone facing the line of which is still visible. There have been no finds to provide a date for the fort, but an intriguing possibility is that it is an Iron Age fort represented by the outer banked enclosure, which was reused for an early medieval stronghold represented by the inner walled fort. And possible supporting evidence for this derives from the medieval name of this area, which was Dinneth, which can be translated as Fort of the Bear, and this may provide a link to the writings of Gildas in Latin in the 6th century AD about the early history of Britain, which mentions Cynlas Goch, king of Rhos, the region around Rhos-on-Sea, which is here, a cousin of BLODWYN, who we spoke about in our previous video, BLODWYN Gwynedd, the founder of Gwynedd. Cynlas was described as belonging to the Bear's Refuge, possibly the same as Dinedd. And BRYN EURYN, this whole nature reserve, is not far from BLODWYN's fortress, which is thought to have been Diganwy, not far away, in which we do have a video on our channel, of Diganwy Castle ruins as well. So this fort and area around it are protected as a scheduled ancient monument in the care of CADW, and any kind of damage, digging or metal detecting is prohibited. So there we are, we have visited today the hill fort of Dinedd, meaning the Bear's Fort, from the 6th century, and the climb up to the summit was very worthwhile, since from the top we could survey most of the territory that once constituted the Kingdom of Rhos, or headland. So we'll leave it there for today, and we'll say ta-ta for now, and we'll see you on the next adventure or the next Welsh lesson. Don't forget to keep practicing, because practice makes perfect. Ta-ta for now, nos da.